Hello, welcome to The Power to Choose with Tammy to Mirza. When you choose, when you actually get yourself into the place of consciously choosing, that is the hardest thing that you can possibly do. Did you know that fear really thrives on one not making a commitment to choose? I remember in my early 20s when I was really learning some of these concepts, and I was distressed and distressed and distressed, and I had a hard time making choices. And I didn't really understand these truths that I could just simply choose. I remember thinking, gosh, do I do this? Do I do this? I don't know which to do. I don't know what the ramifications are if I choose this. God, I know you're going to give me this test until I pass this test. I don't want to fail the test. At that point, I was really starting to understand that I would be given opportunity after opportunity. That's the way I look at it now. Back then, I used to look at it as you're testing me, and I need to pass this test. The way that I look at it now is that it's not a test. It is really an opportunity for me to overcome that which is common to mankind, that which I came here to overcome. So I make choices, and then have you noticed that as soon as you make a choice, it's very much like when I make a choice, I'm relieved. I'm relieved that I made a choice. Even if it's not the most beneficial choice, I feel relief. Did you know that making a decision helps you to move forward? It's that in-between stage of choosing or not choosing where we're beating ourselves up and questioning ourselves, and I don't want to make a wrong move, and I don't want to do the wrong thing, and I don't want to hurt somebody else with my decision. Those are all fear energy thoughts. Did you know that if you really pay attention to your own inner guidance system, you can't make a wrong choice? You can't. God's going to use it. Spirit's going to use it. Wolfgang von Goethe said, the moment one commits oneself, then providence moves too. All sorts of things occur to help a whole stream of events issue from the decision, raising in one's favor all manner of incidents and meetings and material assistance, which no one could have dreamed would come his or her way. It is quite powerful to think on that. Guys, stop beating yourselves up for not making decisions. It doesn't matter if the decision that you begin to make is the ultimate highest good. Just take a step. When you do that, when you make a decision, what von Goethe said, Johann said, was just make a decision, and when you do, heaven and earth come, and they assist you and guide you and get you to the right meeting of the right people and the right incidences and the right material assistance. You would not believe what occurs when you're not stuck in fear energy that causes you not to choose. Choose. Some of you are really struggling today with, do I do this or do I do this? You have the power to choose. Know that there's not a wrong choice. God will use a signpost to reach you. He will help you, and I'm going to give you an example of that. I was in San Francisco, and I was just outside of Union Square, and I got into the wrong neighborhood very quickly. I decided that I needed to get out of the frenetic energy. I didn't feel like shopping. I'm not a shopper anyway. And I'd gone in this big Macy's store, and I just walked out and was walking around in neighborhoods. 2 blocks away from Union Square in San Francisco is quite the rough neighborhood. As I'm walking in this neighborhood, I was being reminded and remembering things that I'd been taught about making sure that you look confident and you don't look vulnerable, even to people who might be predators. I have heard that that's what predators do, so I decided I'm going to walk straight. I'm going to be very confident. I'm not going to hang my head. I'm not going to crouch low. I'm not going to act afraid. I'm just going to walk until I get the direction of where to go. Now, guys, understand, to you, that may look like, Tammy, you made the wrong choice. You made the wrong decision to leave Union Square. You didn't know where you were. You didn't know where to go. You don't know these neighborhoods. You didn't know that it was rough just 2 blocks away from Union Square. Let me tell you how this works. So I said to God, I said, I know that I'm not in the right place, and I do not remember how I got here, and I do not know how to get back into a safer environment. But I'm not going to beat myself up for being here. I'm just going to reach up to you, and I'm going to ask you to help me to get into a better place. So that's exactly what happened. I looked up and I saw this absolutely crazy man talking out of his head. Guys, his hair was wild and crazy, and it was out to here, and his eyes were really dark. And he was mumbling gibberish. You couldn't understand anything. It was unintelligible words. And he was sweeping with a broom that only had about 10 little bristles on it. And he's intently sweeping, mumbling, just talking out loud and sweeping the dirt in front of this abandoned store. And as I got close to him, he looked up at me and I heard, "Watch." And I looked, and this guy's hair calmed down. His eyes turned to blue. He stopped sweeping. He looked up at me and said, as clear as day, "You don't belong here. Go to the next block, take a right, go 2 blocks up, and you'll be back in safety." And as soon as he said that, guys, his hair went wild again, his eyes went dark, and he started mumbling the unintelligible words. I started crying because I realized that even if I make decisions that don't seem like the best, or could put me in harm's way, or could do something that would hurt me or not most beneficial for me, if I would simply make a choice and just ask God, ask Source, help me now. Well, how do I get out of this? What do I do? Guys, does that take the pressure off of you making a choice? Make a choice. There is no right or wrong. God doesn't look, the universe doesn't look at you as making wrong choices. Spirit will meet you. Spirit will conspire with you. Spirit will assist you in whatever your choices are. The issue that we have is not choosing. So choose today. Make a decision. Decide that you're going to do something no matter what the ramifications are. No matter if you think it might be good or bad, right or wrong. There is no right or wrong. And Spirit will meet you because you've made a choice. Thank you for joining me today.